What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? So it's Butterfly to Light, as you guys already know, and I am back again with another interesting topic, okay? So this one is, can we really rise out of the Matrix? Like, can we really rise out of the Matrix? And you know what? I've really been thinking about this, like looking at the movie The Matrix, but just like observing life and understanding the experience. I want to say, I don't know, guys. This is why. Hear me out. Okay? Because let's take the Matrix, right? And let's look at a computer program. The Matrix is like that computer program. All right. So let's say that you have Microsoft Windows, and I'm just throwing out some crazy stuff, guys. Microsoft Windows version 5. And there's an updated program or software that is version 10, right? But there's still people that have version 5. As a matter of fact, the whole foundation of the Microsoft program is in place still, but it keeps updating itself. All right? So, my point is that I'm looking at the Matrix, the system of the Matrix like that. I started looking at the system of the Matrix like that because even in the movie, when old boy, I can't think of his name, when he decided, like, you know what, I'm tired of being outside the Matrix, I want to go back in. I woke up, I want to go back in to that particular program, and I want to live my life. And that particular program he wanted to go back in was being able to kind of, just like eat what he wanted, have fun, frivolous fun, you know what I'm saying? Mess around with some women, just being able to enjoy the physical side, which is Earth, which is probably dealing with more of the root chakra, the lower chakras. You know what I'm saying? But all in all, like, I'm seeing it as that's what he wanted to experience. You know what I'm saying? But the thing about it is, if you imagine yourself, when he went back, it wasn't the same as when he was at that place before he woke up. So let's say you got Windows 5, you end up getting Windows 10, Microsoft Windows 10, right? But then you're like, man, I don't want to use Microsoft 10 no more. I want to go back to 5. But when you go back to 5, now you're looking at how crappy 5 was. You're looking at how undeveloped 5 was, on how much, it's like, no, I can't go back to Microsoft. I can't go back to 5 when I am at 10. It's like, I can't go back to 5 after I experienced 10. Why would I want to do that? And then you start looking at everybody that still is using 5. Like, what is wrong with you? Wake up. Don't you see 10? 10 is just dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you still be using 5? It's just like the iPhone. You got 8. What you need with 4? What you need with 5 SE? And the people with 5 SE is like, dude, this is fine here. This is what I want to. I don't need all that extra stuff. To me, it's the same thing. And you're like, no, it's not. It ain't the same thing. If you could just see how clear it is when you take the pictures and how fast it goes when you click on the app, you'll see you got more storage. Come see. So you're trying to wake the people up from dealing with the 5SE, but they don't want to because they're like, but dude, does it make phone calls? I'm good. I don't be storing that much stuff anyways. It's not until they come across somebody that has the 8, looking at it, using it, snaps a picture and sees how clear the picture is, that they're willing to go up to the 8. It's not until they say, you know what, I'm good and ready to just go to the 8. I don't need a 5SE anymore. It's not until they're ready to say that they upgrade themselves, because that's what it is. An upgrade is even called a freaking upgrade. But ask yourself the question though: are the people that are at the level 8 or to have the upgrade 8 iPhone or Microsoft 10 version, are they really outside of, or have they really got themselves to the highest place that they could possibly go, or are they just above or more enlightened or heightened or upgraded past the people that are just under them with the versions under them? Okay, if that's crazy and didn't make any sense, I understand. It's my point is this: are we really outside of the matrix? Like, was Neo really outside of the matrix, or was there more where there's a higher version of existence that looked at him and his team as, man, like y'all need to come, you need to develop more, you need to update your program more. And the reason why I say this is because, dang, ain't there already like an iPhone 9 out? Like, I seen some type of advertisement out already. It's like we keep updating ourselves like a program, like some software. And we feel like, man, I'm in a state of enlightenment. As we advance, I've evolved. That's what we're doing, evolving. And through time, through experience, it's like, well, daggone, if I can experience this, I can experience more. And it led me to the question, guys, of, are we ever really outside the matrix? And what does it look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does it feel like? Like, as we evolve and we expand ourselves, it feels great. It feels freeing, right? And then it starts becoming tedious, because at the same time, sometimes it's like, man, what does it feel like to just go and be, just say, look, this is what I want to do. This is what I believe in. Bam. I don't need to know anything else. What does that feel like to go back to that space again? I don't know, because I don't really feel like I want to go back to that space again. I don't want to go back to that space again, but there's other people that are fine, thriving, and living in that space. That's what's so crazy about it. And it's like, I realize this, like, when I used to try to get people to wake up and be like, look at this though, but look at that, but how can you believe this, and look at that, they created this and it ain't real, and then I find myself getting, like, distant from people and separating myself from people and looked at like, okay, you're crazy, or I don't understand what you're talking about. Because even though we're all dwelling here on earth, or even though we're in the same space in so many ways, our experience is totally different a lot of the times. My experience could be totally different from my neighbor's experience, although collectively we see something playing out. The movie on set, we on set, like, collectively, but but individually, it's like, I'm upgraded more than your upgrade. I done got the latest upgrade. Now you need to get the latest upgrade. I can't really force you to get your upgrade. I can put out information and hope you come across it. You see what I'm saying? And you may want it, you may not. You know what I'm saying? Then there's somebody else with a higher level of upgrading. As I experience, I may come across that higher level of grading. Okay, so if you're a person that's feel like you're pretty evolved in your experience, right? Like, you're enlightened and your eyes are open to some things, and it's basically stemming from understanding who you are. Think about it. Think about yourself before, you know what I'm saying? And like what you were believing, what you were taught, and things of that nature, how you were living your life, and look at the evolution process right there within your own personal life. And think about when someone first came and attacked you or told you about something that you didn't know about. It was fearful. It was like weird. It was like automatic rejection. What am I saying? Because sometimes when we experience rejection, and we're thinking that it's because the devaluing of ourselves, like we're not worth something. It's because maybe the other person or the people involved are not ready to perceive or understand. They don't get it, like what we're presenting, and it comes in a form of rejection. And but just think about your journey and your evolution up into the point that you are. Aren't there people that you feel like are lower, but not lower in their existence, but in their evolution? And don't you feel like, but at the place that you're at, you can feel like, man, I know it all. Like, I know a lot more. Even if you don't know it all, like, man, I'm just over here. But then you realize that there's other people that are higher in their evolution process, and to me, that's just all part of the program that somebody created. Like, I don't know who created, like, a lot of people say God, which is like this the supreme spirit being or beings. And then there's other people that say us, we did it. We access God through our mind, through our senses. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people feel like it's a direct connection with the mind, because remember, if you know the story, the endless stories of God in creation, through different religious systems and just in spirituality too. Like, God thought us up, imagined us, or created us from its idea of what it would be like to be human, and it's amazing. Like, I'm not gonna go on that on this video, but because I want to kind of stay on topic a little bit more, but it's still, just think about that and think about your experience and think about where you are now. And then it's like the Matrix is basically saying, man, even if the fact that I may not fit in with other people, or they may not understand me, or they may not be in the evolution state, in the evolving state like I am, or at the evolution point that I am in their experience right now, right? But it doesn't mean that they're not woke in it doesn't mean that they're not taking their own personal evolution process, and it doesn't mean that I have evolved to my highest point. It doesn't mean that I'm completely out of the matrix. And it just brings me back around to the question of, are we really out of the matrix? And if we are, how? What are the signs that you see? What do you know that tell you, that tell me, that tell us that we are completely out of the matrix? How do we get out of the program, the software, off the stage, out of the play, out of the show? Do we completely, I don't know, guys. I feel like that's us completely transitioning off of this plane, off of this earth, back over to the other side. It's just my perception right now. This is just something that that I came across, as far as trying to understand more. And I would like to know, like, what you guys think. Let me know, and then tell me where you want me to elaborate at. Like, where do you want me to go back and elaborate on more, or just your ideas in general? Because I kind of feel like if a computer program, like our computer software, could keep being updated, then into more, it's like we're better versions of ourselves, like a better upgrade or something. And I feel like if a computer program could be upgraded and have come out with a different version of itself, is it really not a computer program anymore? Or is it just a computer program that's identifying with itself from an advanced place or state of being? Well, guys, I don't know. Tell me what you think. It's me, Butterfly to Lord, and I'll be back with more of my crazy rants, ideas, and thought processes. Because if y'all really want to get in my head to really know what it is that I'm thinking, I know other people be thinking this stuff too. I'm not the only one. Then subscribe and stay tuned. I'll be back. Peace.